Hey guys, we're here in Indianapolis, Indiana at Standard Change Makers. They make change and token machines here. This one was made in 1955, so let's go see how they make them now. We're at the first step in the crafting of a change machine, so tell us what's going on here.
Well, right here at this station we are doing laser cutting of the metal. We start with a 4-foot by 8-foot of sheet steel, and the laser actually does the cutting. Once the parts are cut here, they'll move on to our press brakes where we actually bend the metal.
Okay, so after it gets cut with a laser, it comes over here to the bending station. So explain to us exactly why we need to bend this.
What we're doing is actually forming the material at this point to make sure that all the pieces fit together when we take them to welding. This is called a press brake machine. It's a press, and when you break metal, B-R-A-K-E, it is a term we use for bending. All the components have to be held in the cabinet, and what we're doing is putting in threaded stud, and also we can press in threaded nuts, and that just cuts down on assembly time once we get into production.
So after the pressing and forming station becomes the welding station. So explain to us exactly what a weld is.
Well, a weld is where we fuse metal together with using a very high heat source.
Okay, so what we are making is the cabinet, and what we've got are what are inevitably 3 pieces that are going to be joined together. Top and bottom, and then we've got the U-shaped piece which you saw made. And right now we're looking at parts that look like quarters can fit in them. So
that's right.
Is this a quarter machine?
This is a quarter or a quarter-size token dispenser. This will go into a housing that will actually hold the coins. What we're looking at here is what actually dispenses the coins. There is an electronic circuit board that is in the coin dispenser. The coins are picked up from this disc into these discs, and it'll end up dropping into this hole here to the coin cup on the front of the machine.
So we're here at final assembly, and we're going to see how the cabinet gets loaded with all of its parts. Jim, what's the first part that we're going to start with?
Well, we're going to start with the very front of the machine, and we're going to be putting on its graphics panel, and then from there we've got a power supply, coin dispensers, 2 of them that'll go inside the machine, the bill acceptor, and the bill acceptor will be going on the inside of the cabinet, and we're done.
All right, so we've seen these things start as a scrap of metal all the way through the final assembly. This is the final inspection. Let's see if it works.
Will do.